What up, mad attackers? It's your boy here, rides like a squid. Mad attack. How's everybody doing? It'll probably be Tuesday when I upload this. So, how was everybody's Monday? I know Mondays are always the worst. Please be nice and let me over. Thank you. I know everybody dreads Monday, but hey, since it's more than likely Tuesday now that I uploaded this, please let me in front of you too. I'm tired of sitting in all this fucking heat. Thank God. Why are there so many red lights in this damn town? Man, oh my God. I just want to ride. It's hot. It's like 95 degrees out here and I get stuck at every red light this town has. Jesus. But anyway, I hope everyone's week is going good. I hope everyone had a great Monday. What up, bro? Too bad he's that far away. I'd give him one of my spam cards. I finally made some spam cards that I was telling y'all about my last moto vlog. I've actually gotten some subscribers from my spam cards. So if you're one of those that subscribed because of my cards, I really appreciate that. Are you gonna come on over? All right, well, come on over then. Let's speak. Make it snappy. No, I'm burning up. But yeah, so the ones of you who got my cards and subscribed to the channel from the card, that's awesome. Whee! Thank God, I need some air. I have no clue what the speed limit through here is either. But yeah, guys, I think I got a little story I want to tell. I want to talk about the time. Should I do it? Should I talk about it? Okay, yeah, why not? When I was 10 years old, I have to go ahead and get this out of the way so I can back up in the story a little bit, or it'll all connect in a minute. You'll see what I'm saying. When I was 10 years old, my father died. Was I 10? Maybe I was 9. I don't know. We're just gonna say 10 because that's the number in my head. When I was 10 years old, my dad died of a heart attack. Fast forward a year later, like I'm pretty sure he was exactly a year later on like the day he died, maybe. We were having some kind of like little get together at my mom's house. There was a bunch of people there. I don't remember what the get together was about, but I was shot and almost died at 11 years old. And so what it was is we were all in the backyard, and there was a bunch of fireworks involved. So I don't know if it was like, hell, honestly, I don't think it was a 4th of July party. But it was some kind of little get-together. There was a bunch of people there. Maybe it was just a regular cookout. And we're rednecks, so we always have fireworks on tap. What are you doing, minivan? And so, where do I want to go? 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 I don't know where I'm going. Let's go this way. But anyway, oh, bump on my balls. So we're all hanging out in the backyard. There's a whole bunch of us. My neighbors are there. My brother's there. I think there's some friends of my mom there. A whole bunch of people. And I had like 3 trampolines. Okay, I had like 2 round trampolines and a really long gymnastic style trampoline. And beside the trampolines, I had like this little house. It was like, we always called it the playhouse. I don't really know what you would call it, but it was, I don't know. It was like 2 stories. It was really high. The bottom part was for storage, and it had a ladder you climbed up to the top. And it was actually like a little house that was built for me to be able to play in and stuff. It had like a little deck outside of it, and we'd always jump off the deck onto the trampolines. Well, we're all having like this little firework war, and there's a bunch of us inside this little playhouse thing, and we're all, you know, shooting fireworks in, shooting fireworks out. We had some airsoft guns and whatnot. Well, I guess one of my neighbors got mad for whatever reason. What are we doing? And one of my neighbors got mad for whatever reason, and I had this really old style like air pump rifle that would shoot like the real metal BBs, and he went inside and got it and snuck out of the house with it without anybody seeing it. And so he started shooting at us with that, and so everyone's like, go distract him or whatever. And I'm like, man, all right, I'll go distract him, being the 11-year-old that I am, not thinking anything's gonna happen. Well, it's apparently he done pumped it up. Well, not apparently, he did. He pumped it up so many times that it was more powerful than a .22 rifle, supposedly. And we were probably, you know, and I was like running around this backyard trying to distract him or whatever it was I was doing at the time. And so like we're probably 6 feet away or so. Where is this at? Where am I? I don't know where I'm going. Hold on guys, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. We're going to stay here, but so we're probably 6 feet away or so, and he shoots me straight up in the stomach, and I fall down on my feet, or I fall off my feet, you know, like on my face, I guess. I fall down to my, whatever. I just fall down, and I stand back up, and I'm holding my stomach, and I'm like, ah, it hurts, asshole. And so I like run back up to that little playhouse thing we were all camping in. I mean, this is a big old little playhouse thing. I don't remember how big it was, but it was big enough. There was like 10 of us in there, you know, hanging out. And so I climb back in there, and they're like, Matt, what's wrong? What happened? And I said, dude, he shot me. And my brother's like, what do you mean? I'm like, he shot me. Look, and I lift up my shirt, and I could see this little hole in my stomach, and like there's all kind of blood pouring out of it. And I don't know if y'all can really see my stomach or not, but he like shot me like right here, like right to the right side of my belly button kind of area. I don't know where. And I got this big scar going around my belly button from where they had to cut me open. But so they're like, dude, you know, no one really knew that it went in and penetrated my body. They all just kind of thought it was like a little flesh wound or whatever. So I run inside, and I'm like, Mom, I'm shot, I'm bleeding, you know. And she's like, well, let me look at it. So she looks at it, and she's like, we might want to take you to the hospital. It looks kind of bad. And I'm like, I don't know, because she was like pushing on it, and you could like see it bubbling out. I guess it was the BB trying to come out of my stomach. I'm not really sure, because it doesn't really make much sense, because when he shot me, like we go to the hospital, you know, they shot me. The first hospital I went to, they weren't equipped to take care of me, whatever the hell that means. So they called in the helicopter. They ended up life flighting me to another hospital in downtown in the city. And so, you know, I get life flighted, which I have a huge fear of flying. I've never wanted to fly from a kid all the way up to now. So when they told me they were going to life flight me, my 11-year-old ass was sitting here begging for not a helicopter. I was begging for the ambulance. I said, no, ain't enough time. You got to take the helicopter, blah, 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 blah. So they call in the helicopter. They pick me up. They life flight me to downtown, take me to the hospital. Hated it. I was freaking out the whole time. It was probably because I was half-ass high too, because I'm sure they give me pain meds to ease the pain. So I'm half-ass high, freaking out because I'm about to be in a helicopter. And so I get to the hospital, whatever, you know, they start doing their thing, they x-ray me. Come to find out, when he shot me, they said like if it had been 4 to 6 inches higher or something like that, I would have died. It was something crazy. I don't really remember the exact number of what they said. And then, so, you know, they take me in the x-ray and everything. It ended up, it exploded my appendix, and it ripped my intestines in half and ended up in my back, like right beside my spine. So I really don't know, like when I said earlier she was pushing on it and it kind of looked bubbly. I don't really know what she was trying to push out of my stomach, but I highly doubt it was that BB, but it was something. So, but anyway, so, you know, I went to the hospital, and it, like I said, it ruptured my appendix, ripped my intestines in half, ended up in my back right beside my spine. So, you know, they cut me open, I guess the next day or something. Might have been that night, I don't remember, honestly. I go into surgery, and so, and I know my mom was freaking out, because I think the day I went into the surgery was like the 1 year to date that my dad died, so she was just a hot mess. And so I go into the surgery. Now this is the part where me and my family always argue, because they say I was in the hospital for 1 week. I say I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, where no one can come to an agreement that I'm right and they're wrong. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Trust me, I know I was the one in pain. And so, you know, I ended up, they cut me open. They had to sew my intestines back together. They just went ahead, or they pulled it out of my back, fixed whatever was wrong back there, and we're gonna come to a stop, all right. And so they fixed that. They re-stitched my intestines together, and they had to pull my appendix completely out just to do away with it, because they were ruined. And so after all that, I know I was in the hospital 2 weeks. They watched me for 2 weeks. I don't care what any of y'all say, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. And that's just my story. And so I stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks. They have to sew up my intestines. They use some kind of liquid staples. Come on over. And so they used some liquid staples, put my intestines back together, and then they also used some kind of liquid staples in my stomach on the inside, so I didn't have to get anything pulled out. And so, hey, I know where I am now. And so I had stitches. I swear I had these liquid staples in my stomach for like 6 months. I know it had to be, it might have been 4 months. I know it was a long ass time, and it sucked because it was like right around the summertime for school to be out. And so that summer was horrible because I couldn't like run, I couldn't jump, I couldn't do anything that a normal 11-year-old does because it would rip my staples out and I'd, you know, bleed to death or whatever, or have to go back to the hospital and get everything put back in. All right. And so, you know, they had to put everything back in me. Or, I mean, they would have had to put everything back in me if I would have ripped anything out. And so, man, that was like all summer long, too. I was cooped up with these stitches in my stomach, and it was horrible. I hated it. It was one of the worst summers of my life, just for the fact that I couldn't do nothing. But, I mean, it's better than being dead, I guess. So, that's always a plus. A little 11-year-old got shot and put in the hospital for 2 weeks. I mean, I used to always joke around and tell all my friends I was a gangster because I got this big scar and this little bullet hole wound on my stomach. That I'm like, yeah, how many of y'all were shot as children? I'm a gangster, okay? That was a drug deal gone bad right there. I would just never tell them the true story of what really happened just because I wanted to be cool because, you know, I was a kid. And that's what we did. And so, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that story. You know, if you want, I also have another story that I'll tell eventually, but let me see if I can get my jacket sleeve up to show y'all this right here. Come on, let me get it right. But see, I don't know, y'all can see this scar right here, kind of. I got 2 of them, and on this side I got one. When I was like 14, I was riding a dirt bike, and I hit a hole or a rock or something that I didn't see, and I flipped over the handlebars, and when I landed, I like landed with my hands in front of my head like this, and my helmet pushed into my arm and pushed both of these bones straight out over here, almost out of the skin. Looked like I had an elbow in my arm. So that was fun too. And there's a crazy story behind that, but I'll tell that in a whole different video. I just kind of wanted to tell y'all how I was shot and almost died as a child. I gotta get over. And so, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I know it was kind of crazy. Maybe not crazy. I don't know. It depends on what you define as crazy. It was crazy for me as an 11-year-old, that's for sure. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's week. I know it's probably going to be Tuesday when I upload this. It's Monday when I record it. I'm trying to make videos a few days in advance to stay ahead, so if there's rain or, you know, or my bike breaks, hope it doesn't, you know, something, I can still put videos for y'all while I'm bikeless or the weather permitting, you know, it's not letting me ride. So I'm just trying to get ahead for everybody. So yeah, it'll probably be Tuesday when I upload this. So I hope y'all had a great Monday. I hope you have an even better Tuesday. You know, you're 1 day in, only 4 more to go till the weekend. So you guys be safe out there. To the people who subscribe to the channel that I gave these cards to, let's see if I can, I really appreciate that. So subscriber shout out time will probably go, let's see, who do I want to the guy that subscribed to me from the Smoothie King when I put a card on his motorcycle. I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but bro, if you're watching this video, I appreciate you subscribing to me after I handed you the card on your bike. Whenever you're ready to go riding, you just let me know. We'll get together and go riding. And guys, I will see y'all in the next video. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's week. Y'all be safe out there, mad attackers. Don't get shot. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I will catch y'all when I catch y'all. And that being said, bye!